Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for the next 3 weeks, May 19th to June 6th, predict that Michael Corinthos will have the opportunity to make a daring move, and Sonny Corinthos' adversary may discover that they cannot hide forever. Lucy Coe will also have an emergency, so let's talk about the Port Charles chaos. The week of May 19th to 23rd will see Sasha Gilmore Corbin's terror at Rick Lansing's demand that she appear in court. With custody of Michael's children at issue, Sasha is concerned that the truth about her pregnancy will be revealed. Jason Morgan will not be pleased with this outcome either, but he does not want Sasha to leave. Sasha and Jason believe they have taken precautions, so he may believe they only need to stick to their paternity deception plan and hope for the best. Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer's argument will escalate, as Sonny pleads with Willow Corinthos to postpone the hearing. The nurses' ball will ultimately begin, so expect Nina and Drew to be stuck hosting the red carpet as a team. Lucy will have to cope with an issue that puts the festivities in peril, but we are confident that she will find a solution in the end. The nurses' ball typically features outstanding performances, and this year's gala will be no different. There will be an amazing performance by musical talent YDE, but another surprise guest will come before the event ends. Of course, the nurses' ball will be plenty of drama, since it will serve as the setting for a dramatic tale conclusion. The revelation of Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true parentage should take place while the celebration is still going on. Lulu Spencer and Cody Bell will continue to search for hard evidence, and one or both of them may be responsible for blowing everything up once they find it. Brooke Lynn Quartermaine and Dante Falconeri will be surprised to learn that Gio is their adult son. Dante will be astounded to learn that Brooke Lynn has kept her pregnancy and adoption a secret from him for nearly 2 decades. Brooke Lynn will undoubtedly have an emotional reaction to Gio being the child she abandoned all those years ago. Brooke Lynn will notice Lois Cerullo's silence about this arrangement and will undoubtedly be upset. Meanwhile, Christina Corinthos Davis is about to face a harsh surprise. There will be some alarming discoveries about Alexis Davis and what she has been hiding. Christina will most likely discover that Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing have collaborated on a blackmail scheme that has put Alexis in a difficult situation. Christina may end up in prison if Alexis continues to break the rules. Back with Carly, she'll meet Vaughn for the first time and may think he's Jocelyn Jack's type of guy. Jason also has an unusual phone call coming up that may help him solve a case. Someone suspicious will call Jason. Will this person know who is targeting Sonny? GH teasers indicate that Jason will take use of any information he learns between May 26th and May 30th. It's critical to figure out who is behind the attacks on Sonny as soon as possible, because he's still trying to escape out of the mafia. Sonny can't make a deal with Jen Sidwell for the Piers until he's convinced Sidwell isn't after him. Will Jason receive proof that points to Sidwell or in another direction? Emma Scorpio Drake will try to make Jocelyn pay for stealing her work and Professor Henry Hank Dalton's research assistant employment. Emma is unaware that Jocelyn is on a WSB mission and will do anything to obstruct her efforts. Jocelyn may play even dirtier with Vaughn's help, so stay tuned for more bad news for Emma. If Michael's divorce and custody hearing is not postponed, he might make a dramatic appearance between June 2nd and June 6th. Carly intends to fight for Michael in court, but what if Michael discovers what's going on and eventually struts in? This could be the ideal time for a Michael recast to make his first appearance, so keep that in mind. Michael might spend more time recovering at the clinic in Germany, but he may check himself out if he decides this is more important. Regardless, things could get ugly in the courtroom, especially if Rick discovers Sasha is pregnant with Michael's child and questions her about it on the stand. According to General Hospital spoilers, there will be some surprises and shakeups in PC, so stay into the ABC drama. Laura Lee Bell of The Young and the Restless has announced that she and other cast members will participate on Family Feud this summer. Excited fans hope to compete against General Hospital cast mates. It had been 25 years since she was on the show. Celebrity Family Feud host Steve Harvey keeps viewers entertained, and supporters of the competitors like that the victors get to contribute money to charity. Laura Lee commented on her Instagram post about the Y&R crew that it has been 25 years since her previous appearance on the show. The CBS daytime drama star posted a selfie of her squad. They featured Melissa Claire Egan, Michelle Stafford, Joshua Morrow, and Brighton James. Each of them held a placard that read, "And no feuding in this family." Laura Lee Bell's caption repeated the idea, saying, "We played at Family Feud app today, but there's no feuding in this family. Stay tuned for an air date this summer." Excited fans wanted more spoilers from the genuine Christine Williams, but she didn't give anything else away. However, she did mention in the comments that additional information will be released later. Of course, fans wanted to know who the Y&R cast would be competing against. Some fans hoped they would face off against The Bold and the Beautiful, while others speculated that it may be the stars of ABC's General Hospital. Nina visited Curtis' office to discuss giving Drew bad press. Curtis claimed that Portia convinced him not to publish any unfavorable pieces about Drew for fear of a lawsuit. "Portia knows better than anyone else what Drew has done to you. I don't understand why she wants you to go easy on him," she said. Curtis suddenly informed Nina of his suspicions and what Nina already knew. "Portia's being blackmailed," he explained. Nina didn't reveal her knowledge of the situation and asked Curtis why he thought his wife was being blackmailed. Curtis explained that all of Portia's unusual requests helped him reach this conclusion. "The only thing that makes sense is that Drew has leverage over her," Curtis told me. Curtis was astonished when Nina informed him that Willow's divorce court date was June 2nd. Drew has Willow believing that if she goes after Michael while he's out of the country receiving treatment in a burn unit, it will somehow end with her getting sole custody of her children, Nina said Curtis with a chuckle. Curtis advised Nina speak with someone who had influence on Michael, so she left to do just that. Curtis called Drew into his office. "You're blackmailing my wife," he remarked when Drew arrived. Willow was amazed by Isaiah's dance talents in the practice hall for the nurses' ball. Isaiah addressed Willow as Nurse Corinthos, so she informed him that she wouldn't be Nurse Corinthos for much longer because she had a court date for her divorce and custody dispute. Willow reverted to cult mode, telling Isaiah that she had complete faith in Drew, and that he would not stop her from obtaining custody. Drew was set up. "A judge will see that," Willow said. Willow stated she regretted how things ended with Michael. "But I'm finally where I'm supposed to be with Drew," she went on. Isaiah asked Willow how she saw her life after the legal dispute being concluded. "In an ideal world, Michael would understand that our children belong with their mother," says Willow. She also believed that Drew would be an excellent father for Michael's children. Isaiah was likewise astonished to learn that Willow was seeking sole custody. Willow described what happened in Germany. "When he refused to see me, it sent a really clear message. I have to protect my children and my custody of them," Willow told me. Ava stopped by Portia's workplace for a talk. Portia showed her a piece she had read about Drew in the Port Charles Herald. "I must say, when the story broke, I had to wonder, was this your handiwork?" Ava was curious. Portia pointed out that whoever attempted to take Drew down had failed. Ava didn't think people believed Drew's claim about being set up. "That poor deluded Willow might believe him, but I don't think anyone else does," she remarked. Portia bemoaned that Drew was attacking her more than ever. "His latest demands are impossible and ridiculous," Portia said, citing Drew's commands that she recruit Curtis to run against Laura for mayor. "Well, Drew thinks that everybody is as easy to manipulate as Willow," Ava properly observed. Portia agreed, pointing out that Curtis and Laura were friends, therefore he would never go for it. Ava also alerted Portia that Drew's documentary crew was following Trina around the gallery. Portia began to cry at the thought of Drew being engaged in Trina's life in any way. "You know, I don't hate anybody, but I truly hate Drew Kane," she told me. Ava advised Portia to tell Curtis the truth. Portia was still not sure. "You got in over your head. It happens. But you can still fix this. Curtis can help you get out of it," Ava remarked. But Portia was confident Curtis would never forgive her. "If Curtis finds out that I lied to him again, my marriage is over," Portia yelled as Isaiah passed by her office and overheard his boss's furious remarks. Tracy met Drew in the Q boathouse and inquired as to how he had gotten on the property. "I drove over with my new boat," Drew explained. "Of course you did. How nautical of you," Tracy told the former Navy SEAL, who is not supposed to remember his time in the service. Drew wanted to discuss their strategy to bring down Sonny. Tracy didn't like how Ezra Boyle was a piece in getting rid of Sonny puzzle. Tracy was certain they could pass the referendum without removing Laura from office. Sorry, Tracy, if you truly want Sunny gone, Mayor Collins has got to be collateral damage. Drew informed you. Tracy asked Drew if Laura was ever soft on Sunny as mayor. Drew claimed it was all about appearances. Tracy responded with the right question. I'm sorry, are there photographs of Laura doing body shots off a hooker on top of a bar somewhere that I missed? Drew insisted once more that he had been drugged, but Tracy was more concerned about Laura, whom she described as a friend. Drew didn't care since they needed to get rid of Sunny, their common enemy. Drew also reiterated his demands. He wanted the Q name restored, as well as access to the Q grounds. Tracy drew the line. She notified her wayward nephew that Monica was in charge of the Q estate. Get back on your damn barge. This is Monica's property, she said, before adding in an adorable and sarcastic tone, Alan gave it to her. Tracy rushed away but Drew stayed. Sunny returned Donna to Carly's house after her nurse's ball rehearsal. Donna informed Carly about Gio playing the violin for her. When Donna left to do her schoolwork, Carly ensured that Sunny was taking care of himself. Sunny was optimistic, so Carly decided to tear him down. Well, I hate to ruin your good mood, but since you're here, there's something I need to tell you, she added. Should I take my pills? Sunny said calmly. Carly tells Sunny that she had Diane request a court date for Michael's divorce, and they received one sooner than anticipated. Carly said that this was what Michael desired, when he could be there and stand up in person. Not now, a visibly irritated Sunny stated. Carly pledged to handle the situation herself. Well, that was a mistake, Sunny said. He asked Michael if he was aware of his court date. Carly informed him that Michael was unaware. Trust me, I've got this, Carly said. She explained that Diane planned to argue that Drew's antics at the Savoy made him a danger to Willow's children, so Diane would take Carly into emergency custody. Sunny cautioned Carly that it seemed easier said than done. Carly felt confident she could win. Those kids are going to come home with me and they're going to stay with me until their father comes home, Carly told me. Sunny was still not pleased. This was Michael's life and his family. He's not going to thank you for making decisions about his life without his permission, Sunny told him. Carly didn't care what Sunny said. Her mind was made up. Sunny warned his ex-wife that this could backfire against her. Cody sat in the coffee shop with Lulu, stunned. Wait a minute, you think that the baby Brooklyn got pregnant with that summer is Gio? He inquired. Just then Gio and Brooklyn entered. Gio heard his name but Cody stepped in for him and Lulu, telling him they were discussing the issue with Rocco. Gio apologized to Lulu for what had transpired. It's a good thing Gio got Rocco back to the boathouse. Otherwise Cody wouldn't have found him, Brooklyn said before she and Gio left to get coffee. Gio thanked Brooklyn for advocating for him. He revealed that he had been avoiding individuals at the QS, including Olivia and Dante. Brooklyn promised Gio that everything would return to normal soon. They went to Cody and Lulu's table before departing. Lulu noticed Brooklyn gushing over Gio and boasting about his impending nurse's ball performance. When they left, Lulu said to Cody, I rest my case. Cody wasn't convinced. No offense, but when it comes to Gio and Brooklyn, I think you're seeing what you want to see, Cody was saying. Lulu disagreed. Everything in my gut tells me that Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's son, she claimed, admitting she couldn't be certain Brooklyn recognized this. Cody was still unsure if Gio was Brooklyn's son, but he was eager to help Lulu prove it. Joe's so-called mother, cousin Camilla. She's the key, Lulu said. We need to find out where she was and what she was doing the day that Gio gave birth. When Brooklyn and Gio returned to the Q house, Gio and Rocco met in the kitchen. Gio, I want to apologize. I put you in a really bad position that night and I'm sorry, stated Rocco. Gio sought to accept some of the blame, but Rocco refused. Rocco also disliked the fact that Dante was still angry. He needs to understand that you helped get me back here. I'm really grateful to you for that. You helped me and I'm sick of you being blamed. None of this was your fault and I'm so sorry, stated the sincere man. Brooklyn told Gio after Rocco left the kitchen that she was proud of him for the way he spoke to him. Gio was still furious because Dante was mad at him. Brooklyn waved it off, claiming Dante was only concerned about Rocco. Everyone is trying to tell me that Dante was just worried about his kid, but that doesn't mean he doesn't feel the way he feels about me, because he made it perfectly clear that he has no use for me, and I'm good with that. Lois proudly watched Gio play the violin in the rehearsal hall for the nurses' ball. When Sunny arrived with Donna, the little girl was overjoyed to see Gio. She persuaded him to perform a violin version of Twinkle, Twinkle Little Star. As Gio played, Lois and Sunny caught up. Donna said, "Daddy was sick, but he's all better now." Sunny assured Lois that he was all right. Donna asked Gio to play violin at her September birthday party before asking when Joe's birthday was. Lois had an anxious expression on her face when Gio replied, "June 4th. Lois left, and Sunny took Donna to her dancing rehearsal down the hall before returning to speak with Gio. "I heard you had an eventful couple of days," Sunny replied. "Not me, Rocco. Thank God he's all right because it was all my fault," I said. "When Danny showed me where Rocco was, I should have called Dante or Lulu. Instead, I snuck Rocco back to the boathouse. I thought he could drink a bunch of water and sleep it off," he told me. Sunny understood. "How would you know he had alcohol poisoning? You're a musician, not a doctor. Anyone would have made that mistake," he replied. Sunny also told Gio that Dante was so harsh on him because he was afraid for Rocco. "If I thought you did something wrong, I would be very angry about it. But I don't think that you did, and I appreciate what you did for my grandson," he told me. Brooklyn stood outside the Q boathouse talking to her child, who she knew was somewhere out there. "All I've ever wished, all I've ever hoped for is that wherever you are and whoever you're with, that you're happy and healthy, safe and so loved," she told me. Chase came over and saw Brooklyn in tears and inquired what was wrong. "Today's my son's birthday," she remarked. "I can't stop thinking about my son Chase, especially now that we're starting a family." Brooklyn astonished at her ability to keep this secret for 22 years. Brooklyn revealed that she now dreams about her kid all the time. "I dream that he would come find me. God, I wish that were true. I would give anything to meet my son," she said. Chase told his wife that no one was keeping her from locating her son. Brooklyn stated that she did not want to interrupt his life. "If my son truly wanted to find me, I would face any consequence that came my way, but he has to be the one to blow this open, Chase," Brooklyn told me. Lois arrived after Brooklyn had walked away. She informed Chase that it was a wonderful day, and she just wanted to think. "I think you're here for the same reason Brooklyn was. It's your grandson's birthday," Chase told me. Lois acknowledged that she gave herself time to ponder on this day every year. "Do you think I made a mistake all those years ago, not encouraging Brooklyn to keep her baby?" Lois was wondering. Chase told Lois to concentrate on the now. Cody overheard Lulu in a coffee shop asking about a Catholic adoption agency in Brooklyn. "Are you still doing research on your adoption story? 'Cause Tracy told me you walked away from that," he joked. Lulu stated she was simply tying up loose ends from her studies. Cody didn't believe Lulu's excuse, but she requested him to leave the situation alone. He refused. "Lulu, I keep catching you in these lies, and you keep explaining them away with half-truths. I need the whole story. Brooklyn and Chase are my friends too. You digging around in their personal business? It's not cool, Lulu," Cody exclaimed. Lulu finally admitted to Cody that she was looking into a Brooklyn adoption agency after Brooklyn gave birth to and abandoned Dante's son. Cody was startled since he had always assumed Brooklyn had an abortion because she never mentioned her pregnancy. Lulu revealed that she discovered Brooklyn had given up a baby boy for adoption when she broke into Marty's hotel room. "Cody, I know I got it right. I confronted Brooklyn about it, and she confirmed it. Everything Martin wrote down was true," Lulu told me. "I think Dante deserves to know he was a son out there. I practically begged her to do the right thing," Lulu recalled. Cody was astonished when Brooklyn declined. "I never thought that she would keep a secret this big from Dante. It's not like they're total strangers. They've been friends forever," he told me. Cody agreed with Lulu. "I've been lied to about who I was for most of my life, and now you're telling me that Dante has a son out there and Brooklyn doesn't want him to know." "No, sorry, that's not happening," Cody said to Lulu's disbelief. Someone had finally taken her side. Lulu then received a call with information. Brooklyn said she used the St. Ignatius Adoption Agency, But St. Ignatius closed their doors in 1987, Lulu tells Cody. I think Brooklyn lied because she knows exactly where Brooklyn's son is. Cody assumed Lulu knew where Brooklyn's baby ended up. I do. He's at the Quartermains. I think Dante's son is Gio Palmieri, she replied, smiling slyly. After alerting Dante about the damage to Rick's automobile, he worried how Christina perceived it. She told him she had just witnessed an accident that night, but had no idea it was Rick's car until Molly informed her there was a crash. Christina was off the hook until Rocco arrived home and distracted Dante. When Christina left, Dante begged Rocco to tell him what actually transpired at the college campfire. Rocco reported he had fun at first, but then felt compelled to consume too many shots. But Danny had nothing to do with it. I'm the one who decided to play that game, Rocco told me. Dante instructed Rocco to continue but not to protect Danny and Gio. Wait, Gio? Dad, Gio didn't do anything wrong, Rocco said. I had no idea he was there, and he had no idea I was there, Rocco recalls telling Gio, who didn't want to get in jail or miss his London debate trip. Dad, please don't get mad at Gio. He's not the reason I drank too much, Rocco said him. Dante didn't mind if Gio was being a friend. The first thing he should have done when he saw you in that state was call me. Period. His getting so worried about not getting you in trouble could have gotten you killed. You almost died, Rocco. After losing Sam, I am not even going to think about losing my only child, Dante said him. Alexis was not pleased to see Rick walk into her office. Where are you off to in such a hurry? The man questioned. Alexis stated she was leaving for the evening, but Rick wanted to talk about her investment schedule. Alexis reminded Rick that this was embezzlement, and the longer she invested, the more likely they'd all be found and imprisoned. Get out now, and I'll let bygones be bygones, Alexis declared. Rick wasn't quite prepared. Even if I did accept your proposal, what makes you think Ava would? Asked the man. You leave Ava to me, Alexis responded. She then kicked Rick out, despite his desire to tell her something vital. Alexis proceeded to the storage facility that purportedly housed Rick's car. When she got the attendant to access the unit, she discovered an envelope containing her name on it. The note inside said, "Looking for something?" An angry Alexis crumpled the note and tossed it across the room. When she turned around, she discovered Lucky standing there. Lucky revealed that he thought Rick's automobile had been wrecked, but he discovered that wasn't the case, so he tracked it down. They both noticed it had been moved. Why were you looking for Rick's car? Alexis inquired. Because the brake lines were cut and that's what caused the accident, replies Lucky. Alexis was aware of the remaining details. You know who cut them, don't you? Lucky described what transpired on the night of the accident, and how he knew what Christina had done. What the heck is going on here? Why is Rick lying? Wondered Lucky. Alexis gave Lucky the message and said that Ava and Rick had left it for her. They have footage that strongly implies that she cut the brakes. And they're blackmailing me. And I have to keep paying and paying or they'll tell Molly what Christina did, which would blow up what's left of my family, Alexis told me. Lucky was perplexed when Elizabeth informed him that Rick claimed the insurance company had taken his automobile. Yes, that thing was totaled. Why do you care so much about what happened to Rick's car? She inquired. Lucky says he imagined Rick would sue anybody he could at the time. I'm just surprised he's letting an insurance company handle it, Lucky told me. When Lucas arrived with flowers, Lucky knew he was out of trouble. He left so that his friends could catch up. Lucas wanted to know what was going on between Liz and Lucky. He observed how domestic they had grown. Elizabeth liked how things were going, but she also described it as utterly terrifying. Liz told Lucas she adored Lucky and couldn't remember ever not being in love with him. Having him back has been wonderful, but she wasn't sure it would work between them. What I need in a relationship Lucky may not be able to provide, Liz stated, noting that Lucky is a traveler. I would ask him to stay and he would try, but in the end it just wouldn't work out. It's funny. Luke always used to call Lucky cowboy. And that's exactly who he is, riding off into the sunset, looking for his next adventure. According to her. General Hospital spoilers reveal. A preview video has been posted for the week of May 19, 2025. It features Drew Kane and Nina Reeves hosting the 2025 Nurses Ball. However, It is teased that someone would abruptly crash the ceremony. Could it be someone unexpected like Michael Corinthos? Continue reading and let's talk about what's coming up on ABC soap opera. 2025 Nurses Ball. The preview video starts with Drew and Nina announcing the 2025 Nurses Ball. For years, the Nurses Ball was a massive annual event that featured stunning revelations and shocks. Expect mayhem and shocking revelations. For starters, the narrator verifies in the video that someone we'll never believe crashed the ball. Before we get to the big reveal, let's look at some of the other sequences in the preview clip. Carly Spencer and Nina Reeves brawl. For starters, Nina has a crazy crush on Carly Spencer. Nina will erupt when Carly tries to take Willow Tate Corinthos' children away from her. In fact, Nina slaps Carly. The two then fight while rolling around on the couch. Joe's announcement. According to General Hospital spoilers, Giovanni Gio Palmieri expresses a desire to try something new. Lois Cerullo appears to be terrified, but we know the adoption secret will remain hidden for some time. Ned Quartermain looks perplexed, and Lois becomes concerned. While Gio is unaware of something, it may remain a mystery for some time. That is because there are indications that the ball crasher could be Michael. With the narrator teasing that someone will crash the occasion, who else could it be? Drew Kane's fear and panic. Drew's scared expression as an announcement is a dead giveaway that Michael is the surprise nurse's ball guest. Drew and Willow appear surprised. Drew hiring that nurse to lie to Willow about Michael not wanting to see her. It appears like the truth is about to be out. Plus, with Sonny Corinthos pressing Willow to postpone the court date, it appears that the truth is soon to be revealed. Willow's discovery of Drew's actions could spell the end of the couple's relationship. However, once Drew is gone, Michael and Willow's second love story may begin. That is, until Willow discovers Michael's pregnancy with another woman. The General Hospital spoilers for the week of May 19th to 23rd state that Christina Corinthos Davis will confront a terrible twist, while Giovanni Gio Palmieri's secret is about to erupt. It appears that Jason Morgan will also receive some surprising information, so let's talk about what's coming up in Port Charles. First, Nina Reeves will lose her cool when she confronts Carly Spencer about the custody drama. Jocelyn Jacks will arrive after Nina strikes Carly in the face to receive an update on all that has happened in Carly's life. Curtis Ashford will have to make a huge decision later this week after confronting Drew Kane about Portia Robinson's blackmail issue. Fans will also see Sasha Gilmore Corbin freak out when Rick Lansing summons her to court. When Sasha understands Rick wants her to testify at Willow and Michael Corinthos' hearing, she fears the worst. Since Sasha and Jason are attempting to maintain a phony baby daddy farce, she will express her concerns and receive encouragement from him. Next, Lulu Spencer will learn new information about her attempt to prove Gio is Brooke Lynn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri's child. After gathering information with Cody Bell's assistance, Lulu will closely monitor Lois Cerullo. Lulu will see additional indications about Lois' grandmotherly behavior toward Gio, and may be inclined to confront her at some point. On May 20th, the Nurses' Ball will kick off with a lively red carpet event presented by Nina and Drew Kane. You can guarantee there'll be some tension and discomfort as Drew and Nina strive to maintain the peace. Of course, it wouldn't be the Nurses' Ball if Lucy Coe wasn't dealing with a major issue, so she'll be in for a challenge. Christina will be taken aback when Alexis Davis receives some shocking news. Christina appears to be going to learn that Ava Jerome has been blackmailing Alexis, who is aware that her daughter accidentally cut the brakes on Rick's automobile. Christina's commitment papers will suddenly make a lot more sense to her. While Carly exchanges introductions with Vaughn, Anna Devane will also put a plan into action. Jocelyn will undoubtedly face Carly's grilling if she is spotted having a serious talk with Vaughn somewhere private. Willow and Jocelyn will also have a Nurses' Ball showdown during the occasion, so fans should pass the popcorn. Musical star YDE will perform, and there will be another surprise visitor that will undoubtedly excite GH fans later. Before the Nurses' Ball ends, there will be a significant revelation that will undoubtedly affect people's lives forever. Thanks to Lulu's investigation, the truth about Gio being Dante and Brooke Lynn's son appears to be on the approach of being revealed. Trina Robinson will have reason to be concerned about Kai Taylor. Kai hopes to be discharged in time for the Nurses' Ball, but if his physicians do not approve, he may check himself out. In any case, Kai will be determined to be there for Trina, but his surgery recuperation appears to be progressing too smoothly. Could a significant setback possibly be on the horizon? Finally, a mystery caller will get Jason on the phone and may provide some vital information.